Good Tuesday morning, July the 7th, 2026. Looking at Forex Factor today, and there is nothing at all. Since 7 o'clock this morning, we've been kind of in a narrow range, 716, about 120 point range over the last hour and a half. So we have been working with the Livewire. We're going to trade just for the most part blue line, blue candles, ride it up, get it out when it crosses. Yellow line, yellow candles going down. We confirm that with the green at the bottom when we go blue to blue, red at the bottom when we go yellow to yellow. And this little line right here in the middle, the white line, that is kind of like a balance line or a line that below that there's not a lot of volume, but above it, it definitely has volume potential, or there's an increase in volume. As you see here in these lines, and planning for a trade, according to what Kellyanne teaches us, is we are to get into the trade when we see the yellow, and we have strong momentum. I have a tendency sometimes to get in. I've noticed by watching the live wire that when you see the green building and all of a sudden you see the hollow candle, these hollow candles reference a lot of movement within it, buying and selling. So it doesn't really have a momentum up, doesn't really have a momentum down, but it has indecision. There's a lot of activity. But here we're looking at this blue line, a hollow body candle, but we have red increasing. So I have been known for taking trades as these lines get taller, knowing that even though there's a blue line right now, it will switch over to yellow. And sometimes I'll get in right at the yellow candle. Sometimes I'll get in back here, depending on where the wick is, if there's a wick at all in the candle. And these are Renko candles too, by the way. These are live bar wrinkles as we see up here. Live bar wrinkle, that is part of what Kellyanne presented to us in learning this indicator. I do have the simple market metrics chart on as well. So both these charts are on. So I'll be watching for momentum swings when they happen. So it's kind of like I use this as a confirmation or as a second opinion for my trading. I don't rely on one indicator alone. It's all the same data. It's just presented in different ways. But as we've seen in the last couple of trading days that we've been trading, the live wire has given us more consistent higher incomes, more in the trade a lot longer. We're not trying to scalp with the live wire, and it has become more, I guess, less hyper, would be one way to put it. Calms the nerves down. We are watching the live wire and the simple market metrics charts today, and the market has opened right here with some blue candle. I want to see a blue line kick in. It just kicked in. Get into the trade. It comes back down. We will get out of it. If it touches our blue line, we'll be getting out. Out. So trade number one is a loss, but there again, I should not have traded it open like that. At the time I'm getting into the trade, we had this happening. So, hey, we learned. We want to see some definite movement. If I had got in right there, we would have picked up a few points, but we would have come back and hit there, which would have taken us out. Is heading down. Let's see if that yellow stays. If it does, we will be trading it down. All right, let's see where we go with this one. Watching for the closeout here. If these bar touches the yellow line, we will be getting out of the trade. Have a couple of green bottom. All right, we're going to kick and get out. We've hit. So we are out of that trade with a gain. Got out on this candle. So that trade was 33. So that was a 3-minute trade and it crossed over. So perfect trade. So we got in basically 15 seconds after this candle turned yellow. We were in the trade, followed it down. When it crossed over, we got out. If it breaks below the low here, I'll take it down again. Breaking below, let's go in and see what happens here. I'm getting out of that trade. That's getting ready to get changed on me. Yes, I'm getting out. Too many green coming in right now. Have a lot of movement. All right, a blue up. No definite blue candle. Trying to get back to the open, looking for a blue candle. We don't have a lot of strength right here. Slowly increasing, but not enough to be convincing. We want everything to be in alignment. Green up, blue, and to have blue here. As you see, we have mixture. We have mixture here. Blue with yellow and transparent. We're going to wait till we get some definite direction movement going here. Blue starting to come up, but we have the yellow coming in as well. And within 2 seconds, went from transparent to blue to yellow. I'm going to show the simple market metrics real quick here. Look how long these wicks are. Oh my goodness. At a sell signal and a buy signal. A lot of crazy movement right now. Good time just to sit on our hands. In the past, I've made reference to the indicating the green increasing and the candles coming up to get into a correct scalp, knowing that's going to turn to blue. But because of all this behind, I have learned we wanted to see break possibly above the open or maybe break below the low of the day before we get into a trade because it's staying in this range. Since we have a lot of sideways movement going on over the last 10 to 15 minutes here, I'm going to go up to the simple market metrics. You look over the last little bit, every label would have been, you would have lost money on every label just about. As soon as it gave the label, the market turned. So it's interesting how these two charts, they're both going sideways. A lot of candle wick movement within the range chart. But in the simple market metrics, you've got to validate all your labels. Well, today's been a pretty interesting day for trading. We've had some significant moves over a long period of time with a lot of chop in the middle. So the only 3 actual trades we took today were very back at the beginning this morning in the first 10 minutes of the market, of which we wound up with a 13.5 point loss. So the first trade was a loss, second trade was a win, and the third trade was a loss. A lot of sideways movement today, but we learned something by just sitting here watching. And thank you all for listening and watching with us today, and we'll catch up with you on the next video.
Thank you all for watching our trading activity today. We plan on posting 2 or 3 videos a week to demonstrate the simple market metrics and the Livewire trading indicators. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.